Okay, YouTube. So I know I haven't posted in a while. Whew, been going through a lot. But anywho, yesterday I was trying to pass time and I was scrolling on Facebook when I came across two different stories on my on my timeline about two people who committed suicide. And it bothered me. So the first one was a pastor and a mental health advocate. His name was Jared Wilson. Now, this one really sat heavy on my heart yesterday because he was a pastor, a man of God, who was very open about his own depression and battles with mental illness. Now, his wife had stated, "Suicide doesn't get the last word. I won't let it. You always said hope gets the last word. Jesus does." The young pastor posted that although loving Jesus doesn't always cure suicidal thoughts, depression, PTSD, and anxiety, doesn't mean Jesus doesn't offer us companionship and comfort, because he always does that. Now, in his summer blog, he was bold and courageous enough to go on and to say that those who say suicide automatically leads to hell doesn't understand the totality of mental health issues in today's world, let alone understand the basic theology behind compassion and God's all-consuming grace. We must do better at educating people on the things that they have a hard time wrapping their heads around, and mental illness and health is definitely a topic Christians around the world must yearn to better understand. Such a tragedy. And my deepest condolences goes out to his family. May all your sweet memories keep you warm during this difficult time. Godspeed his love and strength to you this very moment. Now, the second person I came across yesterday is Ryan Kelly. He was a father who was fighting for 50-50 shared custody of his children. His good friend Joseph Dixon shared a post an hour after his death, and he makes a couple of great points that people are very quick to not want to be bothered with a person who is suffering. They ain't got no time for all that negativity. But the reality is that these people just need to vent. They just need somebody just to take the time out to listen to them, to talk, and let them get that out. Just because you don't understand what they are going through or experience doesn't give a person the right to just write that person off. What happened to humanity? What happened to empathy? What has happened to compassion? Where have they gone? For some people, their day doesn't get better until they're asleep. Did you hear that? Let me say that again. For some people, their day does not get better until they're asleep again. I don't know these two people personally, but I am so heartbroken over the loss of these two people who was fighting the good fight and lost their lives to this ugly thing. So I thought to take the time out to say thank you to some people and to tell these people that they are appreciated for the work that they do, and that what they do is important, because it's important to me. It's important to a lot of other people who are struggling. Sometimes they don't express their thanks, but it doesn't mean that they are not thankful and grateful. So I want to say thank you and just pour a little love on you guys to the family of Mr. Wilson for his life and the contributions that has touched me yesterday. For Mr. Dixon for taking the time out to share his thoughts on his friend and his struggle, which I personally share. To Vanessa Anderson Abram, certified peer specialist, author, mental health advocate, motivational speaker. The list goes on and on. Thank you. To Nicole Ferguson in New York, author of Unstoppable Joy, as well as another motivational speaker. Thank you. To Kevin Wilson and the work that he's doing with men out in Gary, Indiana. Thank you. To all the medical professionals, doctors, therapists, case managers, friends, family, and supporters, thank you for all that you do, for all the times you have gone over and beyond for each and every one of us who are suffering. Your work is not in vain. Job well done. We appreciate all your work and all that you do. Be blessed.